Hello and what's up guys, my name is Daniel. Welcome back to another Bitcoin analysis video. Like always, another week has passed by and we are finding ourselves right now at around 41k. On Monday this week we have seen a drastic breakdown to the downside, making everyone bearish and thinking that this is now the start of the reversal of this uptrend. Furthermore, this week for the traditional markets is pretty important. We have CPI coming out, we have the FOMC meeting, and so naturally this will bring a little bit more volatility to the charts. And yeah, let's analyze the charts and then we can definitely try and take advantage of the volatility that is coming up this week. So last week we have been around there. We had this breakout to above 44k. And then ranged sideways. From there on Friday last week we have seen a small impulse to the upside again, taking out this prior high here. And from there we have then seen a swing failure pattern above this prior high here. Also the impulse we have seen on Friday was pretty unhealthy, you know. We had just very small wicks to the downside without any bigger retracement, and so we took this out. And then on starting on Saturday, again I don't really trade on Saturdays and Sundays, so I wasn't really monitoring the charts there, because in 95% of the time the price is just going sideways. And indeed over Saturday we went just sideways here, very slightly lower lows and lower highs. We had established this range here with these values, the point of control here pretty in the middle. And then Sunday started. We were again just ranging sideways, sideways, sideways. And then during the evening at 10 o'clock German time, we took out some local highs here. Interestingly, not all of them. So let's zoom in a bit. We have not taken out all of these highs here, but these twos here were definitely taken. And we made a local higher high, another liquidity grab, and then over the night from Sunday to Monday we have seen Asia dumping this market pretty hard. And so basically everyone, including me, woke up with this candle to the downside. I have to confess, I was in a long during the weekend and got absolutely liquidated because I didn't saw this flash crash, you can call it that way, this flash crash coming here. I didn't saw that. Also, I thought if we are going down, we have the next levels not far away. So from this low to the high, the 618, we had this local SR level here. And if we zoom out more, we can also pull a flip from basically where this impulse to the upside here started. And here we can see the 382 is also around there. And if we zoom out even more, I also talked about this in the last video, we have basically, comparing to this high here, still a lower high, but we have taken out this very important liquidity zone where we also had a lot of lower highs here built. So we have taken this out with this pump to the upside. And so for me, this was pretty interesting SR level to keep an eye out. And so this here was basically the next support I have been looking at, since we have seen this bounce from this old SR level. But indeed over the night this local support area here was broken through like butter. We didn't see any reaction at all from the price, and the price just dumped down to the next important support level, which is sitting at around 40k with this 618 from the start of the impulse. Also another level that is very close to this SR level here is from this top at 48k down to the bottom around 15k. And here we had these levels, but they are too low. But if we take a look at the 786 and let's extend this to the right, so this is the blue line here, we can see the blue line here is also coming in more or less around the middle here somewhere. So this is not the most perfect support box we have on the chart, but it is a local support, and this was support last week. So what happened after the dump we saw on Monday? We started to push back up to the upside, and then we started to form a little range here. we have continuous higher lows and we have continuous lower highs. So this is contracting here, building some kind of a symmetrical triangle. And with the news coming out later on today, I think we can see a pretty volatile and tradable day today. Maybe we see some price action before the Fed meeting. Maybe we see nothing happening and then the real volatility coming in tomorrow. That is also possible. But no matter when this happens, we will definitely see pretty soon a breakout either to the upside or continuation back down to the downside here. And to potentially much lower targets. Example here, this 37k area is a pretty important one. And then this 35 to 34k area is also a massive support level should we come down there. So let's pull up a few more FIB retracement levels. For example, from this top here to the bottom, we can see the 618 is coming up higher here, like inside of this old range, and the 382 is where the price has basically been rejecting from since this range was formed. Let's just draw a few boxes so this will be easier to see. So this is the first resistance, this up there is the second resistance box, and right here I would say this this is a pretty big support box, but all of this is still relevant, and I indeed do think that this is a pretty important and big support, so we can definitely make this area a bit wider and not too narrow. Furthermore, we can also pull a FIB from the bottom of this local range here to the top, and here we can see that this is basically aligning up pretty well. So this is also here local support, and let's pull a fixed range. And here the point of control is also around here. So like I said, for me this is a pretty important support box. And until this is lost, I'm staying at least for the short term bullish and expecting some higher levels here to be hit, to be honest. Also, I just remembered that this FIB level here is not only from the last impulse, the 618, but besides that, if we zoom out even more and basically go here to the start of this big range that we have seen that was formed here since we hit 33k last month, and if we go to basically the low of this range and pull it up to the current high at 45k we have here, then we can see that this bigger 618 is also lining up with the even bigger 618. And the 382 of this is also lining up perfectly with the 618 from this last impulse, and with the 786 here that I showed you earlier, which was the FIB from the 48k high to the low here. Okay, so now let's come to the conclusion of today's video. What do I expect will happen on the chart? Like I said, I'm locally bullish. I'm also in a current long from here after I got liquidated on Monday, but that's just sometimes happens. I don't really use a stop loss because I generally take pretty small position sizes, and also I trade from Bybit from different sub accounts, so not all the money is on one sub account or my main account there. And so if price dumps or pumps 10% I'm in the wrong trade, yes, I do get liquidated on this one sub account, but yeah, I've always been trading that way. And yeah, it's just what it is. If such a volatile move happens, I do get liquidated, and then I just can enter from lower or higher levels into a new trade, and then take a more neutral look on the charts, so I do not get biased when I'm in a current losing position. So my most preferred scenario for this upcoming week or few days is a move back up to the upside here, at least towards this upper resistance of the local range. But to be honest, I do see more liquidity building up here, and so I do think we can even go up higher and fill all of these single prints that have been built there on this drop that happened during Asia session. And so in my opinion, we can come up even higher here to backtest this support resistance level here that was lost there. And we have also the 618 from this high to the low. And so I do think a retest of this is pretty good if this happens. And we can even come up higher here to the point of control area, because we have some more liquidity that has lined up up there at these highs, and so we could even take these out, form a lower high, and then reject back down to the downside. That is possible. Or we just go higher and make a new high for this year. That can also happen. If price moves up there towards this next resistance area, and we see, for example, a liquidity grab of these highs here, and then a rejection, quick rejection back to the downside, and losing these lows here. These are very, very important. And if we lose these, yes, then we still have the potential to make another swing failure pattern or a failed auction, and then go back up, reclaim these lows here, and then move to the upside. But at this time I would be pretty cautious with my trades. And if then the ES is also seeing a small pullback, then I, to be honest, think we can reverse all of this what happened here, and yeah, have another pretty significant drop to the levels I already mentioned, 37k, then 40, then 34, 35k. But until then, we are still inside of this range here, and I'm leaning more bullish than bearish, and thinking that we would at least see another relief rally to potentially this area here, and then go back down. If this does not happen, I'm simply staying in my long and expecting even higher targets to be hit. Maybe we could even see 48 to 52k, which is a massive, massive resistance level on the chart. Maybe we can even see this before 2024. That would be, of course, massively bullish. We have already gone up for like 180% this year alone. So that would be even more bullish. And with the halving approaching, with the ETF approaching, I am not really convinced that this is now the start of the downtrend. It could be that this is now a local reversal, and this local reversal, depending on how we behave here during the next days and weeks, could turn into a bigger reversal. But for this, I simply do not have enough data yet to say that this is going to happen. For now, we are at support here, and the least thing I would do is take a short there. If we break down and can't reclaim this, yes, then it would probably make sense to go into a short, because then the downwards potential is pretty large still. But until then, I'm staying bullish. Okay, this was basically it with the video. Thank you guys all for watching. During the last videos, I didn't really make any advertisement for my Discord group, which is, by the way, free, because I have been pretty inactive there. And, you know, I did have some pretty nasty losses during the last month, I would say, starting from this year when I was bearish, and then price pumped massively to the upside, and I was just holding on to the short for the whole time, and I lost really a lot of money here. Then I was long there, got liquidated here again. So this December is for now not going that well for me, and so I didn't really posted any trade setup or even trade ideas in the Discord group, because I was not really confident in my analysis. So I was inactive there. Sorry for that, but you can still join my Discord group. Link is still in the description, and I will eventually come back and post more again. Also, maybe you noticed I'm just uploading once a week currently, because I work part-time and go to university. And this is eating up a lot of my time, to be honest. But now the Christmas session is coming up slowly, and I will have more time then. So yeah, then maybe I will return more often to YouTube and make videos and content for you a little bit more frequently. So stay hyped, join the Discord, give a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and have a nice trading day, trading week. I hope you guys are currently profitable. I know it can be pretty hard sometimes, but you have to go through that to become a profitable trader in the end. And that's what I wish you all. So work hard, never give up, and see you guys on the next video. Bye.